can't be out here giving our most precious and most valuable parts to people who don't even know our souls, to people who's not even contributing to the overall picture of my mission. Do y'all have time for that? Because I don't anymore. I'm tired of not getting the things that I need in this life and that I desire. So, you know what? I personally, and you do whatever you want to do, because I'm not here to force anybody, because that's my daddy, God. Do what you want to do. But for me, I will reserve myself for my husband. Okay? I understand that it is a physical challenge, guys. Okay? Because I too have been there myself. And it is hard out here. But you know what? It wouldn't be so hard out here if we spiritually elevated ourselves, followed the commandments of God to the best of our abilities. It wouldn't be so hard out here if we stopped living in sin. There's a difference between living in sin and committing a sin. You living in it, that's worse. God shows mercy. And when you get to know your most highest self, quote, the most highest self, your most highest self will know what kind of happiness you actually desire. And then that thing that God calls an ultimate life on this earth, it can be achieved. Okay? Ain't nothing impossible. I know that this is a sex-based world, and that's why, ladies, I would love to be here as a friend and show you what I didn't know that's helping me on my journey to be more of the woman that God is calling me to be. Amen. And in turn, I will get to continue to manifest the things of my life that I deserve and fought hard mentally and spiritually for. I'm not going to let nobody come in here and mess up what I have built. I do believe that if we did honor all of God's commandments, besides the obvious not killing, but the adultery part and the, no sex before marriage thing, I understand. If we did decide to do that, that's just one more thing that we don't even have to worry about. Check that off the list of commandments. Woo! All right, here comes my spiritual awards. I'm going to be living this kind of crazy life, but with joy and abundance. Not material abundance only, guys. Spiritual. Feeling good on the inside. And then when you feel good on the inside, it don't fix the world, no. But it helps the world, and it helps the other person. And most of all, it helps you. All it takes is consistency and God seeing you that you are actually trying. He knows how hard it is. This message is for the people who believe in the ultimate God. This is not a message for everybody. But if you believe in God, then you must also believe in His word. Right? You're not a real true Christian if you don't follow all of the commandments, right? And if I gotta wait a little bit longer, ain't nothing wrong with that. Waiting on the right time, waiting on the right one. Amen. I'm going to do it. And pray that I don't fall short. But you gotta be strong. You can't put yourself in ways of temptation unless you know how to say no. I just wouldn't recommend it. It's hard out here, guys. I understand because I'm also human. Okay? Everything I'm talking about, I will talk about it from my own personal experience. Okay? So, that's what I wanted to say about this sex-based society thing and being, what's that word? Marriage that married people do, or before you marry, celibate. Yes, Celibacy. Never thought that I would be talking about this. But it is what it is. I gotta do what's right. And I can't hide the truth. We don't like the truth. And if it bothers us, then it must really be a situation that we're really struggling with and need to be delivered from. I don't know. But I know for me, yes. You know what? I'm looking forward to meeting my husband and him being in a healed space mentally and spiritually. I'm looking forward to him being a healthy man in my life. This healthy man that I'm going to be able to live the rest of my life with. And since we're both healthy, do you know what kind of abundance you can bring to the table? Ladies, this is why we should be working on ourselves when there's no man around. And remember, we don't chase. We don't do the running chasing thing. We don't do that. We wait. Because God will make sure that you get exactly what you need. As long as you are following His guidance. The more we connect with Him, the more He will show us the way on how to get out of the mental toxic cycle that we got ourselves stuck in for whatever reasons, whether it be from generations ago or gaining certain habits from your parents in a household that you grew up in. It's time for you to start live your life. It's time for you to start living your life, is what I mean. And in order to do that, we must work hard to be our best selves, the best version of ourselves. I'm still excited to meet the highest version of myself. Lavetta, girl, I'm excited to meet you. We're on this journey together, and we've come a long way. Everybody's doing these 10-year challenges these days. 10 years ago, fresh out of high school, wow. I thought I knew so much already. But I will say that I would not trade the information that I had today for the information that I had at that age 10 years ago. Because this is the time where I can use the things that I've learned in this life. Like in a video game, you can go and pick up stuff, and you gain and you take it, and you're more qualified to not die in that life necessarily. Might be a bad analogy, but look. Pick up the things, learn your lessons, and be grateful for all of them, because each one of them can bring about blessings. There is always a positive side to something. There's always some type of benefit or way to grow. Even though we may not enjoy all of them, all of the things, bad things that has to happen in this imperfect earth with imperfect humans. Even though we can't avoid it, they all bring us blessings. It is our job, in order to get what our highest self is asking for in this life. Joy is what most people know they want, or don't know they want. Either way, it's the greatest feeling, guys. And coming from a person who used to be a mute most of her life, I just gotta share. I just gotta share my point of view and experience with God. 2 years ago, my life was completely different. Meaning, my environment, and most importantly, my mind, my spirituality. I didn't have joy inside of me. I didn't know what that was. I had an idea, and I had moments of it, but it never really lasted. But today, man, when I say that you can grow exponentially with understanding to carry you through to the next stage of your life, enjoy all of it. All of it is supposed to be enjoyed. You're not supposed to wait until you're in your old age. And you're not supposed to just be like, well, I've been living all of these days. I'll survive tomorrow. Maybe you won't be here tomorrow. You might not make it through the night. Nobody knows. So since we know that our bodies are temporary and that we have souls inside of us, why not take advantage of trying to improve ourselves? Not trying, but improving ourselves. You have to have faith in yourself first. And it is hard to get up and push yourself each day. I know. But you gotta do it. Because don't nobody love you like God. But ain't nobody gonna love you like you either. Because you came into this world by yourself. Your soul did. Your mother created you, but you came out of her womb with a soul. Our bodies are temporary. Our souls are eternal. You just got to do your best. And the most important part also is to be patient. Because you may think, I don't want to abstain from sex. I got to have it right now. I get it. But you got to do what you can. This is for the believers I'm talking to. Okay? I really do believe that us taking control of ourselves and our minds, spirits, bodies, all of that, is us honoring the fact that God gave us life, one, and us honoring ourselves, our temples, our spirits, not allowing just anything. I need to know what kind of soul you have in order for you to experience me. Because I have worked that hard. And not just anybody can come over here and cause destruction. Can't nobody do that anyway. Unless I allow that. Okay? But since I don't have time for that, ladies, you keep your eyes open. Don't just give it up. Get to know him. How is he contributing to your overall existence on this earth? How do you feel around him? Do you feel like a queen? Or does he belittle you? Do you feel like you're too much for him? Do you feel like he's too much for you? At the end of the day, we got to fix something before we get into that relationship, right? Yeah. Don't let someone love you until you love yourself. And most people don't get to that point because they give it up too fast. This world is sex-based. And we came with instructions for our highest good. You might not think it's for your highest good. You might think, what? That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. But proven from my personal experiences, especially these past 2 years, where I've grown spiritually, just me and him. It's not like somebody out over here coaching me through anything. It's me and God. I never would have imagined that I could do this myself. I thought I needed somebody on the side of me. so that I can wake up happy every day and want to go and do the things that I truly desire. But we don't need that. We are whole on our own already. And when you finally realize this and you go and work on yourself and do the things that you love doing and you share your gifts with the world, that's when you will likely bring in, more than likely, bring in the one that God sent for you, the one that's actually meant for you, the one that your soul is actually connected to. You're not going to get just any person just because they're a good person, they got a job, they got a car, they got a house, they're nice, they pay their bills on time, they got a good credit score. Oh, for real? This is about our souls. Why are you playing games with yourself like that? Okay. I obviously care deeply about you guys. You know why? Because I've been through it. And it don't feel good. Even now, I struggle. We're all human. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to let nothing stop me from enjoying this life. I'll do what I got to do. Even if that means setting these dudes straight and flipping the script and making sure that they know what I mean. And I mean what I say. And your patience will pay off. Don't forget it. Guys, thank you so much for listening to my message. And I do understand that we're all just trying to make it through the best we can. If I were me 2 years ago, I would thank me so much for sharing what I know. My experience has brought me joy, ultimately. I just felt joy was just joy. Oh, the word itself, it was just, that's all it was. It was a word, a 3-letter word. It wasn't that big of a thing. It actually exists. Joy. I feel it right now. No matter what I go through in life, I'm going to get back up. And I'm going to do it quickly. I ain't got time, y'all. Alright? I'm just now finding this out. I know people never find things out about how to spiritually elevate, become their highest version of their self, and know how they can use their divine, connect with God and use their divine powers to do things we don't even imagine. So I'm just here to share that. And anything that I say, I mean it from the heart. I care about you guys. I don't like you guys to be without knowledge and confused about what direction your life is going in. I don't like you guys feeling like you don't matter. I don't like you guys feeling like you don't belong to nobody, because we got a daddy. And he loves you. And that's all I wanted to say. Because people need love these days. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. That's all I wanted to say, okay? Well, thank you so much again for coming to my channel. Please like the button. Hit the button. The like one. Please. Leave a comment if you want, okay? I'd love to hear some feedback, even if it's a difference of opinion. Much love to you always. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. All right? My name is Lavetta, and thank you for coming.